Happy Martin Luther King Day and happy National Championship Day here in South Florida. Canes in Indiana, Hard Rock Stadium tonight. Indiana 15-0 and have just looked unbeatable to this point. Beat Bama up 38-3. Beat Oregon 56-22 after Oregon got sloppy with the. They got so sloppy with the ball, Moore decided to come back to school. He goes, you know what? This is twice they made me look bad. And by the way, not to get away from the game tonight, because there is a lot of great stories and a lot of fun things to watch. And everybody knows Hurricanes. I love this, by the way. I love it. Some people are mad. I'm like, why are you mad? I always love when somebody's mad about a point spread. I crack up. I go, man, that's great. Canes playoff, people saying negative things and you got no shot to win this. This is great. Prove them wrong. It's the only thing that matters. People upset, like, how do they stop it? Stop. Vegas has spoken. They've looked at matchups. They've looked at everything, and they believe Indiana is a lot better team than Canes. All right, so you don't like it. I get it. I mean, there's a lot of guys going to get drafted here coming up in a few months. Probably higher picks in Indiana will have, minus the quarterback. So go out and do something about it. Hey, man, tonight is going to be about your best players and their best players and how everybody plays. Tonight is – everybody's watching you tonight, man. This is it. This is the Super Bowl of college football. This is the second most popular sport in this country, college football. And so doesn't matter. There's a lot of great stories to this point, but the story's going to be written tonight at Hard Rock Stadium. And who plays well and who doesn't. Everybody knows when I think one of the things is the Canes secondary's banged up and one important player, Xavier Lucas, is suspended for the first half. Yes, that rule was not just for the regular season. It was for the playoffs too. So Lucas is out for the first half, can play in the second half, and then Damari Brown and Frederic, we'll see how healthy they are. Obviously, very important guys with experience. And so that's going to be important because Indiana's got some really good receivers that seem to always be open or just really athletic that are really good players. So, yeah, we'll be jumping into all that. But before we do, this other story that ties in college football and the NFL. How about all of a sudden, we talked before the football season, and everybody was telling me how good potentially this quarterback class is going to be. And they were ranking them, and now that it's said and done, outside of Mendoza, most likely going number one overall, couple guys have dropped out. Forget where they rank. A couple of guys, Mateer from Oklahoma and Moore from Oregon, are coming back. Said, no, I'm coming back. Now, I get the money's a lot better, and they're probably going to get big raises to come back to the schools. You know, whatever that means, 5, 6, 7 million. That seems to be the prices and the money everybody's throwing out right now of what top quarterbacks are looking at to come back. But, man, all of a sudden, there guys like this Ty Simpson thing is maybe the second best. And I got to tell you, it seems like all these quarterbacks played against Indiana have not looked very good against Indiana. Have not looked very good when they play against that Indiana defense. So I'm really curious to see, and without getting in the list of all the names of quarterbacks, and we just had a lot of guys, Klubnik and some other guys, just not very good seasons who were on the when we do that way, way, way too early, who's going to get drafted in the top, and the Manning story was on, and a lot of people had him as the number one pick, and he's obviously coming back. And the one guy that has gone since day one, headed north and not south, is a guy playing tonight, Fernando Mendoza. And now that I've talked to a lot of guys that watch this up close, clearly the best quarterback in this class of guys coming out. Clearly the best quarterback in the country right now with his 41 touchdowns is Fernando Mendoza. What a great story. From Cal to going this last year. He still has a year of eligibility, but obviously I don't think anybody is telling him to stay around for another year and see if you can do it. But yeah, so you got this thing with the quarterback. This class all of a sudden, I don't know if Simpson stays in the draft and doesn't go back to college, and I'm guessing he'll stay in it. Probably looking at the shortage of guys. I don't know where he goes. I don't know. I've seen him look real good, and I've seen him look real bad. Just all of a sudden, this quarterback class doesn't look so great for a lot of guys coming back. And the other thing about it, because of the friggin' money they're getting, look at we've said this over and over. Carson Beck made 4 times the amount of money. 4 times the amount of money Quinn Ewers made. Quinn Ewers was probably the number one guy if he stays in college and goes another year. Probably. Now, he starts the last 3 games for the Miami Dolphins, but he's a 7th-round pick. There's no big signing bonus and no big salary when you're a 7th-round pick. And meanwhile, the guy that's playing down there for the Canes ends up being one of the higher-paid quarterbacks in the country. Not the highest paid, but one of them. So there's going to be a lot of guys going, hey, not a bad way to go. We got a nice team coming back. We think we can have success. We're going to have success. You can play better. Going to help your stock by coming back another year. Hey, good idea. And by the way, for all that and to, get yourself in a better situation for the NFL, how's $5, $6, $7 million sound for the football season? Sounds good to me. It's a crazy world, man. College football right now is friggin' crazy. Did anybody see these salaries coming? When they started this thing, like yesterday, Woody, when we hit that NIL thing and they opened it up, we were on the air that day, and I went, what are you thinking? Woody's going, hey, man, it's going to get crazy. I don't think so. What are they going to give guys, $50,000 or something plus a scholarship? Man, was I off. Oh, was I off. So, and by the way, if you're not playing in the transfer portal and the NIL, if you decide you can't be a player in it, then you've got no shot to play, most likely even in this playoff system. Although, definitely to get to the Final Four, you better be dishing out some money. There's no question. And if you're in the Big Ten and you're in the SEC, let's be honest, you're not in the ACC, and you don't have a pretty good budget for the NIL, you're going to have trouble. And development, obviously, of recruiting classes is still going to be really important. And Mario's made that clear since he's been doing this about how important that is. But anyway, and then, like I said, these meetings going on, I guess something's got to be done here real soon, where the SEC and Big Ten got to figure out what they're going to do on going forward with the playoffs and the amount of teams in the playoff. So, well, tonight is just about one thing, man, and all the names you've heard a lot about, and how will the Canes, who have been very physical, how will they match up against Indiana, who's also very physical up front? Very physical on both sides of the football. They've got themselves a nice team. They're well coached. I do know one thing. The Canes need to play a really clean game tonight. We can't be talking about 10 penalties. We can't talk about defensively dropping 3 or 4. You get a chance to pick one off tonight on a big pressure from your guys, you better make it. You cannot talk about 4 blatant drops like they had when they played this last game against Ole Miss. Hey, we got to go to break. We got a lot more stuff to get to. Hey, again, National Championship Day here on Martin Luther King Day as well. A lot of folks, as we can see here with our FM stations, all shut down. But hey, big day here. Big day here. As you know, you can listen to the game on QAM tonight with DBJ and Joe Z, who will join us later on in the show. And we'll get into some more stuff. But everybody's brother in town for this one, man. And so it's going to be a fun one. By the way, I got up this morning. It's 50 degrees out, 51 degrees. So it should be nice and cool tonight. And we'll see what happens. And again, boy, there was on my flight from Dallas to get here, there was a lot of Indiana fans in town. A lot of them. Don't let them buy all those tickets, man, which, by the way, happened to be very, very expensive. Anyway, we got more stuff to get to here coming up. Don't go away.